The tensions are rising, the escalation is continuing, and I'm talking today about China and the US, but also a few other things. Let's get into what could happen with the potential for World War III. World War III may not be what we're used to. It may not be infantry on the battlefield. It may be individuals behind their computers setting this off and pulling off a currency war. Let's go into one thing right now. China undoubtedly holds the most amount of foreign debt. That is understood and very clear. China has threatened multiple times in some way, shape, or form to be willing to dump off this debt at any time. The result of which could cause such a massive destruction throughout the system, because they are basically have the power of the US in their hands. They're holding them there because this system is based on debt, and China is holding on to that debt, continuously buying that debt up so that this system can continue. But there's a lot of saber rattling, a lot of rhetoric happening, but there are some very real things going on. What about US blames China for rising tensions in the South China Sea? They are disputing the lands and the seas here, and this is not just with China and Japan going on, it's now the US and China. And this goes on, and a lot of times this is nothing more than rhetoric, but it is another possibility that we run into where things can escalate further, and right now they're at a very strong point, and we do not want to go this route because undoubtedly this is something that will never make progress for us, the individual citizens. Let's go on quickly. Iranian TV airs simulated bombing of Tel Aviv US aircraft carrier, and they're talking about apparently this Iranian TV station showing bombs going off and how they would they would plan this and they would destroy them, and it's odd, but the video looks done rather by low technology here. I'm not sure about their ability to react. However, take a look at this article for yourself. I'm just going to go on and move on here. Iran says warships headed close to U.S. borders. See, they went in and they want to bring their ships out and show their power, show their might, and say, look, you can't push us around all the time. We were going to do that to you. I think this is a very, very bad idea, obviously, and this could be because I don't want to say that this could be the World War III, but every single time that they do this, whether it's in the Strait of Hormuz or whether it's in China and Japan disputing back and forth, some individual may flip a switch which could ignite this world into flames. And that's what I worry about. Not necessarily what we're seeing face value, but the possibility that something bad could happen. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe this wasn't supposed to happen, and someone lights off that first switch, and there it goes. That's what concerns me very much. But also, more deep, I worry about the currency war that is going on, that will happen, and that is continuing to escalate, because worse and worse and worse, we're finding that this is just it's not really for us. Everything that the system has been set up is designed for us to fail. That's pretty clear. I worry about World War III, but not just on the battlefield. I worry about that currency war. If you worry about the currency war as well, please give me a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.